Hi, my name is Joe Wiktorowicz and welcome to Allied TV. Moving is an exciting process, but it can also be a very time-consuming one. So time-consuming that you may think you don't have time to set up a moving budget. Choosing to skip this step, however, can be very costly to you and your household. It's important to remember that moving can be an expensive process and often includes unexpected, out-of-pocket expenses. Sure, some of the expenses are obvious, such as hiring a moving company, packing, unpacking, renting a moving truck, and buying moving supplies. But what about those miscellaneous costs? Oftentimes, these are the costs that can ultimately overwhelm your budget. In order to ensure that your move stays on track and you're not caught off guard when presented with the bill, it's crucial to set up a moving budget. So how do you go about setting one up, and what should be included? In this video, we'll answer those questions in 4 simple steps. The first step towards solidifying a moving budget is to create a moving budget template. This template will allow you to keep track of the items you calculate and acts as an easy outline for each of your expenses. Creating a template is as simple as using Microsoft Excel or Word and plugging in your expenses directly into the document. Excel also has the added benefit of allowing you to enter formulas to calculate your costs as well. So after you've created your template that will house each of your expense items, now it's time to move on to step number 2, deciding whether you move yourself or hire a moving company. If you decide to hire movers, be sure to call several different companies and receive in-home estimates from each. This will give you an understanding of the costs you are looking at, as well as allow you to compare the services of each company. In addition to the estimates, you'll also need to find out the costs of extra services such as moving a piano, additional valuation coverage, especially for items of great value, packing and unpacking charges, and extra charges due to flights of stairs, long carries, or shuttles. If you decide to brave the move on your own and not hire a moving company, there are different costs to consider. The first cost to look at is how much a truck rental will be. It's important to call several truck rental agencies and compare their quotes to be sure you get the best deal on your move. In addition to a truck rental, you also need to remember to calculate extra rental equipment you may need, such as dolly, rope, moving pads, etc., as well as gas and mileage costs when driving the rental truck and insurance. Each of these factors should be placed in your moving budget template to keep your move on track. Once deciding on a do-it-yourself move or a professional company move, and then figuring out the costs for the one specific for you. Step number 3 involves looking at what packaging and storage fees you may run into. These fees include boxes, tape, markers to label each of the boxes, bubble wrap, mattress covers, and padding. All of these supplies add to your extra costs and should be carefully budgeted into your moving document. Moving supplies aren't the only extra fees to consider when moving, however. Step number 4 outlines the importance of calculating how much it will actually cost to travel to your new home. Consider transportation costs if you're moving a car, in addition to the moving van, child and pet care costs if needed before and after your move, and lodging costs if needed during a long-distance move. Each of these costs will add up quickly and should definitely be considered in your moving budget. Now that you have ran through all 4 steps, it's time to add up each expense listed in your template and determine the total cost. Before you do so, however, it's wise to add another 5% to the subtotal to be safe and address costs you may have missed earlier in the process. Once you have done that, you have the grand total and helpful guide for budgeting your move. So before you schedule your big day and start packing, make a budget like this for yourself. It will not only allow your move to stay on track, but will also help reduce stress when it comes time to look at your moving bills. Thanks for watching Allied TV. I'm Joe Wiktorowicz, wishing you a safe and easy move.